Hey guys, I'm Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. Today is my son Brandon's birthday. He would have been 29 years old today. He lost his life to an accidental fentanyl overdose September 20th of 2022. So it's a sad day today. Wish I could talk to him, touch him, see him, communicate with him. The best thing I got to do right now is just say prayers, and remember him in the best way possible. Addiction is a disease. I have the disease of addiction. I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict. I've been sober. Next month it'll be 2 years. I've had multiple years of sobriety. I had 7 years and went out. I had 10 years and went out, and now I'm back for, I've got 2 years. I hopefully never go out again. Man, I guess this video would be, to stay close to your loved ones. Addiction is tough, and I could talk to you a little bit about my story with him. As he was just like me in so many ways, and it was hard at times, really hard, because when you're drinking and using, when we're drinking and using, we're not pleasant people to deal with, and he was difficult at times, very difficult, and it just makes me, you never know when the last time you're going to see somebody. I guess this is the most important thing that I want to say is, and this has happened to me a couple times in life. I lost the woman I was in love with, and she died suddenly of an allergic reaction to food, and her throat closed up. And that was about 20 years ago. And then I lost my son. And they're gone. And tell the ones that you love them, even if they're suffering from addiction and it's a tough relationship. Always end that phone call with "I love you." And I did that with my son. And my last phone call with my son is I told him I was proud of him, and I told him how much I loved him. And man, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have a conversation like that, because we had so many bad ones, we had so many conversations where it was just hanging up the phone on one another. And it can be very, very difficult, So remember this. If you're dealing with an addict or an alcoholic, and they're doing what they're going to do, and they're finding their way, let them know you love them. Because that's when it's all said and done, that's all that really matters, is how much you love that person. And don't feed their disease. Don't give them money to feed their disease. My last phone call with my son is he called me and said he needed some money. He was in Long Beach. He had flown from New York to Long Beach, and said, "I need some cash," and I gave it to him because I thought he was doing well, and he sounded well, and he died with that money. That money contributed to his death. And I don't blame myself, because I was coming from a good place. And of course, you're going to always try to help your kids, right? If you think they're doing well. And I thought my son was doing well. But he wasn't. When talking to his friends at his service that we had, he wasn't doing that well. And he just faked it, And who can fake it better than your kids, right? So I sent him a couple $100, and he ended up killing himself with it. So be careful, you guys. Just let the addict in your life know you love him, and maybe direct him to some help. My son, I tried to have that conversation with him. Maybe the second to the last time I talked to him, I said, "Hey, I'm sober." I had been sober for about 4 months, and I said, it's so fucking awesome, man. It's like the way you want to live. It's the best way to live your life, man. I feel awesome. I feel great. And he goes, Dad, don't put your shit on me. I don't want to be sober right now. And so you have to back off, you know. I had to back off, and I did. And you know, looking back, there's nothing I could have done. You know, I could have done a lot of things differently as a father, but as far as getting him help and everything like that, I think I tried to do the best I could, and with what I had. So try to do the best you can with what you have. Show them love. Treat them with respect, even though sometimes they're disrespectful, the addict and the alcoholic. I know I was. Let them know you love you. Let them know that you love them, and you're there when they want to get help. You'll be there for them. And I think that's the most important thing, because they know when it's all, you know, when their world is falling apart, they know who to call and get them that help that they need. So other than that, you guys have a good day. I'll be remembering my son, and remember, tell him you love him.